Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. So today we're going to be talking about Poshmark and being a full-time seller on Poshmark, and what does that really mean? I mean, what does that look like? What does that mean? Does that mean that I have to only sell online to be a full-time seller? I mean, can I be in a part-time status and be full-time selling online just because I'm selling online? Do I have to put in 40 hours to be full-time? I mean, can I do 30 hours? How does that work? Who defines that? So my question is, for my situation, so let's go back a little. So I am a Poshmark seller, and I've been selling on Poshmark for about 2 years. In the past, I've sold on eBay. It's not my choice to sell on eBay right now because eBay has gotten a little complex, and it's just a little much, and I hate their return policies. So that's not something that I choose to go back to. With that being said, I do sell on Poshmark, and would I consider myself a full-time Poshmarker? Well, let's see. So I have a full-time 9-to-5 job that I go to, even though I'm going there here at home because I'm teleworking. I do put in quite a bit of hours on my Poshmark closet. I have a virtual assistant. I have an assistant that helps me with photographs, and I think I put in about 40 hours. Now, granted, my Poshmark closet is on hold right now, and we'll get into that. But the whole point of this video is I've been searching for inspiration to continue selling online with Poshmark because I've been just a little underwhelmed and a little unmotivated. Every time I got on Poshmark for like a week, there was some little weird change that I wasn't expecting. Like, it just pops up and you don't know exactly what's happening or when. On top of that, I was just a little overwhelmed with, the entire situation that's going on with the world. So I was kind of like, you know what, let's just take things step by step and I'll get back into it. So I really haven't been pushing sales since January, but I decided, you know what, I'm ready to dive back in. So what I ended up doing is I went online to, YouTube, and I was looking through to kind of get inspiration, kind of see where everybody is in the Poshmark world. What is everybody doing? What are sales looking like? One of the videos I came across was talking about Poshmark sellers that are full-time that can't really scale their business. And that led me to think, okay, what does scaling look like? Do I want to scale my business? Not really. As a part-time, full-time Poshmark seller, I made about $900 a week. I mean, of course, my VA virtual assistant was making about $60. Then I have my photo person who's making about $40. And then my cost of goods would always be 10% of whatever I did. So if I was selling $900 worth of items, it would be $90 worth of inventory that I would go and purchase each week. With that being said, I think that was a pretty good full-time income if I really didn't have a full-time income, depending on where I live. So I was okay with that, and that worked out great. Like I said, the world went to hell, and you kind of take a step back and you're like, what does thrifting and reselling look like? Can I still go to the Goodwill outlet? Can I still go to Goodwill? Will I still get the quality of stuff? Are people even buying reseller items based on the fact that there is a pandemic out there? So as a part of me going back and doing research on Poshmark to see if I still wanted to do it, yeah, of course I still want to do it. I just had a couple questions. I was like, okay, say I decided that I wanted to go completely full-time. A lot of people are doing it. What would that look like? If I wanted to go full-time and I wanted to scale my business, that would require me to cross-list. That's not something that I'm looking to do. Poshmark is not necessarily for someone that's looking to make about 6 figures. Can it be done? Yes. But what does that look like? That means that I would have to sell thousands of items per month. So my question is, where would I store it? How would I inventory it? And who the hell is going to list it all? It would be me. On top of that, I look on Instagram and I see people have boxes up to here that they sold over the weekend. They've made $10,000 over the weekend. So that led me to question, how do I even know if anything's in those boxes? That's number one. Number two, who the hell is shipping this? Who's packing and shipping this? Whenever I have a big sale on Poshmark and I sell more than 20 or even 30 items, I panic. Let's be honest, I panic. Because like I said, I have a regular 9 to 5. And that means that I need to get these 30 items out by Monday. And here we are on Saturday or Sunday. So, okay, it sounds good. But what does it really look like? I don't think Instagram is giving the full picture. And that sucks, especially if you are a potential Poshmark salesperson or eBay salesperson or Mercari, and you're looking at Instagram and you're trying to grab inspiration. Every time I looked on YouTube, the only thing that kept popping up was Poshmark selling tips. Let's be honest, it's not difficult to sell on Poshmark. Is it annoying? Maybe. I mean, if you want to share 20 times a day, then so be it. That didn't work for me, and that's where my virtual assistant came in at. So, with that being said, why did I close my closet? Why didn't close it? Why did I put my closet on vacation? First of all, I got busy with work, and I decided I cannot put as much time into Poshmark as is needed to sell on Poshmark. If you sell on Poshmark, you know that you have to share like your life depended on it. At least 2 times a day you have to share, and you have to be listing. I wasn't doing either one of those things. Of course, I still had the VA who was sharing the items, but I wasn't even making enough to pay her because I was no longer listing. So I was like, you know what? Let me take a step back. Let me reevaluate. Do I want to continue to sell on Poshmark? Of course I do. Of course I do. But now I need to get motivated. You go on Instagram, you see all these beautiful closets, and they're curated, and their Instagrams are curated, and they're selling all this stuff. And I'm like, really? No. I've done fine in my Poshmark closet. I don't even have an Instagram for Poshmark. Does not look like that. And one of the issues that comes with being a reseller online, it doesn't matter if you're selling on Poshmark, eBay, Mercari, one of the issues is that you could potentially become a hoarder or what's known as a hoarder. How many times have you gone out and purchased just because you like to source? And if you have a virtual assistant, which I had one that was taking pictures, I mean, it's really my daughter, the amount of pictures that she could take in a day really was not something that I could source to. Because she can take 40 pictures a day. That means that I have to have 40 items a day. And remember, I have a budget that I stick to. So that really didn't make any sense anymore. With that being said, you end up with tons of what we like to call dead pile. Okay, so now you have dead pile inventory. And who wants to go through that? Because it's no fun anymore. The best course of action if you want to resell, of course, we all know, is to buy it and list it and sell it. Let it go out. But that's not how it works. So what I've decided that I'm going to do is I am going to videotape the journey. And I'm going to hold me accountable. And I just had a couple questions for you guys. What are you doing? How are you selling? How are sales? Do you cross list? How are you sourcing? Where are you sourcing? What are your sales looking like? Are you full-time? What's considered full-time? I want to know all that because the Poshmark community is amazing, but I find that a lot of us have decided to move on to other places like eBay, Amazon, and just different places. And now I've noticed that more people are selling their stuff on Poshmark. And I mean, that's what Poshmark originally was set up to do, but honestly, can they compete with people that are selling mass quantities of items like myself? I don't think so. So now I'm wondering, should I cross list? How am I going to keep track of the inventory? It's a whole bunch of questions that I have that I love to discuss with you guys. So be sure to comment, subscribe, and share so we can go on this journey. And one of the things that I want to go back to is the curated closet, the place that these people posh from that is so, oh my God, it's so minimal and it's so serene and it's so great. I'm going to show you what a real true Poshmark closet looks like. Hold on. So we're about to enter what people like to say, where I posh. Have you ever looked at that hashtag and it says where I posh or from where I posh? I'm going to show you where I posh from. Now don't get scared. Don't run. All right, you guys ready? Let me hit the light. So now this is the closet that's in my bedroom. So let me preface this by saying that I used to have my Poshmark closet in my daughter's room. She's back home distance learning for college. So I had to move everything inside a closet that I have in my room. So this stays closed, so it looks all neat, right? Let me show you what it looks like. Listen, don't get scared. Bam! Now see, you see this, right? So we're gonna work on this together. I have tons of stuff that I need to haul. So we're gonna go through that too. And you know, believe it or not, this actually makes sense because all these boxes here are organized, and I do have shoes organized, and most of the stuff that's hanging is listed. It's just this stuff down here, and then I also have stuff somewhere else. So we're gonna go through it. I'm gonna do a haul in my next video, so be sure to stick around for that. Oh, now that you've seen my mess, does it always look like that? No. But you know what happens when you do have a lot of inventory and you're pulling a lot of things and you're selling a lot of things? Things get messy. You have to find somewhere to put things and you're like, I'll get to it later, and it starts to pile up. It doesn't always look like that, and we're gonna work together to get it together. But that just goes to show that this is kind of what a Poshmark closet looks like. And can you be successful with this mess? Absolutely. That's usually what success looks like. A mess. So again, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to comment, subscribe, and share, and come along on the journey with me. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.